Hey rollers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ro. I am filming this video because I have a few things to do to round out the year, just to clean up some of the stuff in my craft room that I wanted to do just before the month is over and the year is over. And to be honest with you, I don't know about you guys. I know it's sort of like the beginning of December, but I've been crafting for Christmas stuff and holiday stuff and so on and so forth. But I'm a little seasonal crafting out, I think I might want to say. So I just decided, well, let's take a break from the seasonal stuff and just do a little office cleanup, I guess I would probably call this. So I'm just going to grab, try to see about taking this off, but I might have to grab my heat tool here in just a second. I'll do that, but here's what I wanted to do. I grabbed both of these toolboxes, and what I'm going to do is I have these what are these called? These mini diamond fillers, crushed glass filling tools, and what I want to do is put them in these cases. Now these are just two different type of toolboxes, cases I guess they're called, and they're both from the Dollar Tree. And what I want to do is take these out of here to sort them better and put them into either one of these. So depending on which one your dollar store carries is what you're gonna, if you want to redo the same thing, if you have a whole bunch of these, you're gonna find either one of these in the hardware section of the Dollar Tree. So let me go ahead and grab my heat gun, so that I can remove this, because it's actually very well put on. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so the second one was a lot easier to remove. Let's put that away. All right, so let me go ahead and let's see. I'm not sure which one I was going to use, but honestly, I think I'm going to use this one only because this one didn't have a lot of space for me to do the labeling. And so, but actually you can actually use this area or the sides if you wanted to use this one, but I ended up determining to use this one. So let's go ahead, because I think I might end up using this one for a different project. So we'll see how I do that, and you'll see why I might end up using this one for something else. So let's go ahead and weed this one off. And I'm using yellow because I have a office tour video that you'll see posted. If I haven't done it by the time this video goes up, you'll see why I use yellow a lot. My office is, or craft room, is actually a weird tealish gray color, but I wanted a color that would go well with the color of my walls, and I don't like pink, so this was the next best complementary color to go with that. So let me see, let's see which one goes better in here. Let's see which one do I like best, because it might still fit this. Actually, it'll fit in here just perfectly, so you can still use that one. Let's see which one I like the look of. I cannot wait to go get my nails done because they have gotten ridiculously long and they're getting on my nerves. They're really hard to craft with. Now, I can easily do these this way, but that's going to be hard to see. But let's see if I do it this way, or if I choose to use this one, I can do this one this way as well. But I think, because you can actually double it up. Nope, no you cannot. But on this one you can. I think we are going to use, I think I'm going to use this one. I really do think this one was the one that my heart was set on for this one. So let me go ahead and pop everything in here. And it's so easy to take out. Okay. All right, that is perfect. Now, let's wipe this off. Put some alcohol in here, and we can wipe this off. I don't have any transfer tape. So let's actually, nope, let's grab me some transfer tape and get that going. All right, so let's see, let's find a scrap piece of transfer tape. That's not the one I want. And we will be in business, I think. Oh, it's too big. I just need an itty bitty piece. Don't mind the hazardous state of my transfer scripts in here. I'm just gonna cut this piece off. I don't need that much. So I keep it with my scrap vinyl. I have a scrap vinyl video if you guys haven't seen that, and I pretty much do the same thing with my transfer tapes. So I just makes it easier for me to find what I need. We're just gonna put this on here really quickly and then grab, that's fine. Grab a scraper, scrape the front, pick this up and flip it over, and then we'll do this. Now I haven't recorded in this format in a while. When I first started my channel, this was the way I recorded, but I've been having a lot of technical issues. One of my iPads went down, and then I was having sound issues. Oh my gosh, it's been really crappy. So I've had to go to the standard, what is it called? Voiceover method. So now let's see if I can get this on as centered as possible. But yes, I've had to go to the voiceover method because of all the problems I've been having. All right, so that's good right there. And so, but I've actually missed this format of just, what is it called? Recording while we are, although right now I'm not doing such a very good job at it, but just doing this while I'm crafting, just recording. All right, so let's just peel this back and then admire how it looks. And my eye does not want to sit down. There we go. I'm just pulling it up from a different angle. Usually helps that out. Now, these projects, I've gotten it ready a while back. I think about a month ago or two. Might have actually been 2 months ago. But they've just been sitting around, piling up. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this done. There we go. Before, save this scrap of vinyl, before this month is over. Grab this really quick to finish laying it down. I always use like if you have a small briar too, you can always use that to lay it down, finish laying it down, but I like using that towel. And there's the first one, all down. It's not pretty. So this is how I'm going to use for my little pieces of glass fillers. And so yeah, we can do that. So let's go ahead and grab our next craft, and we can go ahead and continue on. But yes, like I was saying, that I had these sitting around forever and a day, but I knew I needed to get them done before the year was over. So I have here one of these accordion files that I picked up from our 5-quarter store. Now this one I grabbed for my husband, and what I'm going to do is just it's for him to put his receipts in. He has a home business. And this comes with the little tab fillers that you can use inside here. So that's going to stay in there. Now he collects a lot of receipts. And I'm sure if you guys have your own business, you already know how that inevitably works. Just go ahead and take this off. Hopefully I don't need to use my heat gun. Because boy, sometimes the Dollar Tree's stickers come off so easily, and sometimes there's such stinkers about it. All right, so that's good. Now, okay, so this should still have some alcohol. We're just gonna clean that off really quickly. There it is. All right, so what I did when I measured this one, I actually used the size of the sticker that was already on here to do that, and to get the measurements that I needed just for his receipts. And then we're going to go ahead and do the middles for this one. Weed out of the middles. But anyhow, it's hard to see. And I just did a blue vinyl because blue is actually my husband's favorite color. So I just wanted to do, no, that's not going to work. I just wanted to stick, it's not going to work either. I hope that I did not pick the wrong, yep, I did. Blue is actually his favorite color. So the story behind this is when I first went to the Dollar Tree, they didn't have a nice color. They actually only had pink. So I was going to use, actually, why do I have this one? But I was going to use pink, and he was like, so I went back and I found a gray one. So he said, well, I'm going to keep the pink one. So I was like, well, I still want to do the video for, it's like not working for me today. He was like, no, I want my pink one. And I was like, okay, fine. But I said, but I still need to do the video. He's like, well, I don't want the label on mine. And I said, well, I'll give you the gray one. It's like, no, I want my pink one. I already called dibs on it, and that's the end of that story. So we are putting the label on this gray one, but he's officially using the pink one. So I don't know where the pink one is. I think I gave it to him already. So for videos purposes, we are using this one for his receipts, but I'm pretty sure I gave it to him, the pink one. So my husband said he has no issues with his pink one, and that is that. But we are making the video with this one. Now, if he does want this one, it is what it is. We are like, you are getting this one anyway, because what am I going to do with it? It has his business on it. So there's that. So we are going to grab this transfer tape and putting it on here. Stripping the front and the back. Now we are going to peel this back and get the party started. It didn't want to pull back. I don't know. Why am I struggling today with these? I think I did use my Joy when I did this one. And see, I have been saying that I don't use my Joy enough. It's funny because I named my Joy Joy, but sometimes she really does not give me a lot of joy to use. Like, I don't know what, maybe if I stop talking negative about her, she'll stop being so mean to me. I think that's what it is. Joy, I'm so sorry. If I badmouth you, I am going to start being nicer to you. I need to treat you with a lot more love. And then we won't have such a negative relationship. That's what it is. I will do better, Joy. I'll be doing much better with you. That is my goal for this year, for this upcoming year. It's on video now, so I can't renege, right? And if you guys catch me on camera mistreating Joy, you have to call me out on it. Deal? So, there's that. Then maybe this is just the transfer tape that doesn't like me too. This one's super sticky. It's okay. I think it's Cricut. Yeah, I think it's Cricut. All right, let's try to get this on here as best as we can because it's kind of crooked and I think I might have to cut it. Let's go ahead and cut it so that it's okay. Because hubby will definitely know that I got this on here crooked. He has an eye for these, for this thing, things like this. And you guys know I don't. So let's see. Let's get this on here. It's messing with my eyes. I'm trying to get this on this line. So hold on. I'm bringing it to me, but okay, we're gonna leave it right there. Take this off in here. And then I'm gonna pull this off. I'm gonna get a new transfer tape. This one does not cooperate with me today. I don't know what's going on with me and crafting today because it should have been a good day for crafting. We are like, but okay, it's gonna be okay. We are gonna get this on here regardless. I think this is like a super sticky transfer tape, but it's okay. Now how we do, we make it do what it do. And we're just gonna nudge this piece of transfer down with the vinyl. It's resisting it because I was talking bad about it not wanting to stick in. My husband didn't want this receipt, didn't want this color. So it's rejecting the power. That's my story and I'm sticking with it. But since this is supposed to be a collaboration between me and this DIY, we are going to make it work, right? and it's not gonna do whatever it wants to do. There, it went down. It's a little crooked, but it'll be okay. Nobody's gonna know. Isn't that the phrase that goes around? Nobody's gonna know. And if they say they know, it's okay. We're gonna trim this piece down just un poquito. I'm just gonna put this down right there. Scrape it down really well and see how much resistance we're gonna get from this one. So far, not so bad. This one went down a lot easier until the O. Oh, come on. The O decided, oh, well, I was gonna be difficult. All right, so let's surgically place this one down. There we go. Muy bien. All right, so there's another one done. A little more tricky, but we got it done. I think the navy blue looks really nice against this gray. All right, so there's that one. Let's go ahead and put this up, and then we'll go ahead and start our next little DIY. All right, so I have another set of folders that I found at the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm gonna show you the sets that you can find. So these came in a set of 2 packs. So I'd originally gotten this one. My daughter actually helped me pick out this one, and then you can get the navy blue. But I actually just picked these up as a way to show you these. But I ended up I'm going to use the mini one in this one here. Let me see. Let me pull this out to go with this one. So this came with this one. I think it looked really pretty as a coordinating set. So this one I'm going to use together with this one to give to my sister. So this is going to be hers, and this is going to be a pack that I'm going to use for myself. So I picked these up, and what I was going to use for this one, I ended up just not using this for myself. So let's go ahead and put these away. And we are going to go ahead and use just these 2. So let's do my sister's first. So let's weed out the little one. So let's see. This one, let's grab my weeding tool. Actually, which one? Yeah, let's use my pen because for some reason, and normally I try to weed ahead of time. Lately, that's what I've been doing. But when I did these projects, I didn't, because like I said, they've been sitting in my craft room for a while, and I've been doing other projects, a lot of holiday stuff, and I haven't been paying attention to these. So they've been just laying around. But like I was saying earlier in the video, I think I'm holidayed out. And it's just the beginning of the month, but I've been doing some other videos, and I'm just, I don't know. I just wanted a break, and I just wanted to finish these little crafts before I got too far into it. And this might not even post until after this holiday is over. I don't even know yet. But at the time of this filming, though, it's still December. But that's okay. That's okay. So let's peel this back as well. Uh-oh. Let's get this off. I'm hoping I don't have to. Let's get the little lady out. She grabs things a little here. See what I mean? And there we go. let's leave this one out too. I'm gonna trim her off, this one off. And save this scrap piece. Alright, so let me know in the comments what you guys have been up to recently. Because like I said, we haven't chatted in a video in a long time. And while I've been crafting, went too fast in this one and pulled off my teeth. So let's place this back down where it belongs. Let's get this back down. And this I know happens to all of us when we're crafting, where we just get a little happy because it's coming up really nice and smooth. There we go. Very well. All right, let's get the C in its place. And it's pretty easy to see where it goes, and I'm just lining it back up. All right, so let me fix this tail of this K that had somehow moved. And then let's get these middles out of here. Now, these receipt folders, my sister, she's a receipt hoarder, just like my husband is, and that's why I'm making her and my husband these receipts folders, these big receipts folders. And since she also, oh, there's Grogu, fell. Sorry about that, you heard that. So, and she also goes to casino a lot. Not to put out her business out there, but heck, you're seeing the receipt thing right here. So I thought that since she has to have this as well, I decided, well, this would come in handy for her. So I'm just going to put this right here. Should I put it right there or in the front? Let's see. Honestly, I might have measured it for right here. I kind of like it right there, to be honest with you. But then, I don't like it right there. I don't. I think, even though it kind of looks plain, but to be honest with you, I honestly like it right there. I don't know why, because you're going to open it right there anyway. But let me see, because if I put it right here, all you can do is just open it right here. I don't know, it's a hard decision to make. But I honestly think visually it might be better right here. So I think I'm gonna leave it right there. And then this one, I think I'm gonna leave, since you tend to open it right here, this one I'm gonna leave right here. So this one I am gonna leave right there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and wipe this off with some alcohol. Let's just both of them. Wipe that off. This is just to help the vinyl stick better and just wipe all the dirt and stuff that's has been sitting in my craft room. So the alcohol will get all that off and then just help everything stick nicely to that. Now I'm going to grab another piece of vinyl so that we can work that on. And I'm gonna grab, actually not this kind because we're having issues with that. I wonder if this one's big enough. No, not quite. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, I think I'm just going to grab a, actually, let me just grab, let's see, if I do this one, actually, I think this one might work, and then I don't want to grab a new sheet because I have too many scraps of transfer sheet. So we are going to use scraps because until I can get rid of some of my scraps of vinyl. But let's trim this down some more. That's what we are going to do. And this is all done. Okay, and then this, I'm gonna trim this down because it's gonna mess with my laying down, as well as this piece. I don't need any more help getting stuff on here Cricut. Yeah, I already know. All right, so let's move this over a little bit. Trim the top down some more. Okie dokie. Oh, this is bigger. No, I think this one is the bigger one. Okay, even though it doesn't hit perfectly, but I think it'll be okay. All right, so we are going to pull this back until and I'm just going to trim this off. And actually, that's perfect. Just squeegee the top, the front. Just want to be careful with the top because since it's exposed vinyl, we don't want to rub that on. We just squeegee. And then get the back so that the vinyl can get nice on there. I just wanted to see if I could just cut this off. And I should be perfect. I wonder if I go this way. No, this way's perfect. Okay. All right, so that should be good. And now let's peel this back. I'm just gonna go this way because the top has that exposed vinyl. All right, pulling it back. Okay, now let's grab this, making sure I don't touch it too much. All right, now let's try to center this. Now for this, if you want, you can always use the butcher paper method just to help you align it, but I'm just gonna eyeball it the best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. That looks good. Again, being very careful with this top. Right there. My sister loves black, so I went with the black as soon as I saw it. I was like, yep. And I was gonna do another color vinyl, but her in white, as long as it's black and white, it is like right up her alley. So let's peel this up. And folder number 1 will be done. Perfect. And it's nothing particular, it's just her initials on there. Nice. Okay, so let's get this one on here. Get this one on there. Squeegee the front, our usual process, and then let's get the back done. Peel it off, but that went by a lot easier. I don't know what I was going through earlier. So I'm just gonna use this button to get my centerpiece. It's gonna go in the middle of her initials. And then we're gonna put it right there. I'm gonna pull that off. Okay. Actually, was that this one? Guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just switch it out. There we go. All right. So now this one's done. So that's what these two look like. Muy bien. We're just gonna plug these one in, and then let's move to this one's mine. Because you know your girl is not a dark color fan. I'm all about living for the colors. All right, let's grab Miss Lady Tweed, the lady girl over here. And I say lady girl, see? Now I had gotten this one because I used to do planners and stuff, happy planners and all those other planners. And so she was perfect for picking up the stickers and things like that. So, and I, of course, this is what I mean by sometimes when you get Dollar Tree stuff, these stickers can be such a bug. All right, so now while that's there, let me go ahead and grab some alcohol. And then we'll weed off mine. Now these will be for business receipts. That's all it is. So if you have a small business, these file folders will be perfect for your business receipt as well if you want to try this idea. It's just something quick and easy for you to do. And throw your receipts, oh my gosh. Throw your receipts on there for tax purposes. If you don't have one of those electric receipt thingamabobs, which I keep saying I'm going to purchase, and then I forget about it throughout the year, and then come January, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to buy that, and then I'm just like, well, I'll do it next year. Who else is like that? I'm like, all year long, come July, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's halfway through the year, right? Or June, and I go, dang it, why didn't nobody remind me? I kept saying I was going to buy that in January. And here I go. And didn't buy it. That's me. And then by then I'm like, oh well, too late now. Or after if you get any tax return money, you're like, I'll buy it when I get my return. And then you forget by then too. And then the darn thing doesn't go on sale, right? Yeah. Here we go with the back. Now let's peel it out. Back. And then let's bring this to us. And we will place it down in the center. Center as possible. Now this one doesn't have to be perfect, because it's just for me. So Not looking for perfection, just wanting something that's big and bold. And I got this color because, you know, I love color. And I wanted to be able to, when I have it in my file cabinet thing on my desk, that I can easily spot it out. So for me, if it's in black, I'm just going to lose it. I'm not going to see it. It's going to be hard for me to track it down. But this kind of coral pinky color, sorry for the loud noise. This kind of color, I'm always going to know. Oh, that's my receipt folder right there. It's like, bam, right up on your face. All right, so it's easy for me to find. Okay, so we're done with this one. And these are perfect, you know. Perfect projects for your receipt holder, for something you can give to any friend, family that has small businesses. You can even do these for Christmas if you wanted to. Stocking stuffers, I don't know. Look at that. That's like, you really can't go wrong. Make it a gag gift. I mean, really, you could make it a gag gift. And then these are super cute. I'll bring you out the other one so that you can see. Like I said, these all can be gag gifts if you wanted to, for anybody, your neighbor. I don't know. Something, whatever. But okay, so let's put these up and go ahead and bring out my next DIY for my office. All right, so in one of my collaboration videos that I did for Christmas, I used these Pearlex items. Let me take them out of here. These little jars of Pearlex. And I was saying that I use these all the time when I did a lot of coloring. And I use them mainly for backgrounds when I didn't feel like coloring the entire background. And that's what these look like. Little jars of powder. They have a lot of color in them. And they're basically just mica powder. That's what they essentially are. But just very glittery powder. Mica powder. And I have 3 packs of them. And they come in sets of 12. If you're not familiar with these products, I mean, if you're not familiar in the art world, basically, that's what these are. 3 sets of these. So what I had originally thought of was, I have this container of Jane Davenport stuff. Also from when I was doing a lot of art, I had this little Jane Davenport thing. None of this is sponsored, just so you guys know, but I have my markers in this one. But what I was originally thinking of was, oh, I have this thing in here too. Another not related item. But I was originally thinking about taking these out of here and putting it in this. But then I realized this is entirely too big because it's only, what, 36? 12 times 3, 36, right? They're like going to be too small. So if I take this out, just grab some, make a mess roll. It was going to be entirely too big. This would be too big. So I was like, well, I gotta find a different way to do this. So this is when I ended up at the DT shopping to try to come up with a different idea. So let's put this back to get it out of my way. Now, this bag, if you're interested, is no longer available. I'm pretty sure it's been discontinued. This is when this was actually available at Michael's way back in the day. So let's put Jane Davenport up. So this is when I ended up at the Dollar Tree and I found this container in the one we used in the previous, in our first DIY. And I was thinking, okay, well, I can either use this one, or I saw in one of my favorite YouTuber's channel, she had purchased this, but I also found it at the Dollar Tree. And I was like, oh my gosh, that could be a very good way to use my powders as well. So I was like, okay, well, let's see if it works for me as well. So I'm not sure if I want to use this But what I'm going to do, I am going to wipe down. I think this still has enough alcohol for me. Yeah, it does. For me to wipe it down. Because I don't know if it's going to work, but I kind of don't think that this is going to work. Because I think I have too many, and I don't think they're going to fit all in here. But if this doesn't work, that'll work as well. So let's wipe this down. And honestly, I had the envision that this was going to work, and I sized it for this mirror. And that it would work for the Dane Davenport. So that was my express illusion. So let's put them in here just to make sure. And then we'll see. I'm not going to put them all in here, but I just wanted to see how it would look if I did put them all in here. And I think they're going to fit in here perfectly. And I think it's perfect. And if I go, why did I do that? If I went this way, move it up because you guys might not see. And I don't think I need to go all the way across because it's only, what I say, 36. I might not need to go all the way across. But that should be good. Or maybe it doesn't fit. Because look how it fits with just the 12. I think this will work. Once I get them all in there, I think it'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the label in here and we'll be fine. We're going to make it work. So let's put these in here real quick. All right, so let's get this off. And this one I did pre-weed. I did start to weed this one because I wasn't sure that this was the right... because I use HTV Rot, and sometimes I think that it's adhesive vinyl and it ends up being HTV because I'll put it in the wrong drawer. I mean, I know it's in the wrong drawer. So that's the only con that I have for that brand, that it's kind of hard to tell the difference between their two products. Other than that, I think their stuff is awesome. Their vinyl is literally the bomb. It is so good weeding and cutting. It is like next level stuff. If you have not tried their stuff, you literally should. Because especially when you're cutting small, tiny stuff, yeah, they've got it made. They have some good stuff. think what I'm going, I think I should just do this because I don't want to take anything else apart. Just stack the two together. Turn it over. Now let's go ahead and peel this back and see how that did. Really nicely. Okay, good. Now I'm just going to do this way. And if it didn't work, then we'll just do it over. It's no big, actually. Don't go down. It's okay. We'll just do it that way. That's what I was trying to do anyway. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so let's peel this back. Pull this off. And if it doesn't work for this container, then just use some my heat gun and take the vinyl off. Or just throw the thing away because it only costs $1. And we can just reprint this. Or I should say $1.25. Reprint this into a smaller one. And then we'll just put it in this container. It's really one of the best things about being a crafter. You can just start again, really. So that's how that looks. And then let's start to reconstruct this. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can get this one in, but no, it's not gonna let me get the last two in. But I got, out of the 36, I got 34 in, and I think that's a major improvement. And I can at least get them out of these packages. So that is at least awesome. Now, I might try to put it in here, but honestly, I kind of like it in this container. This little package. So my little toy bag thing came in handy. So I'm probably gonna cut this off because it's not gonna serve me any good. Take this off. So there we have it. This little doll holder thingamajiggy from the toy section is actually coming in handy. Now, if I manage to get the last two in there, I'll let you guys know, but I don't think so. It's not going to work, but I don't know. But I think it looks very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and move into our very last DIY for this video. Okay, so this is the reason why this office cleanup actually started. So I have all of these containers next to my workstation. So as you can see, everything goes in these little jars. I have color pencils right here, highlighters right here, weeding tools, thingamabobs all right here. And this was supposed to be pencils. I love pencils that you can sharpen, and as long as they have sharp points. But miraculously, there's no pencils in here because my daughters have weaseled all of my pencils out of here. I have no idea where my pencils have disappeared to. So now, with that being said, I decided I needed to clean this up into something like this. So I decided to go into the Amazon and buy something that I can condense from this to hopefully this and put on my side of my desk. So I then went to Cricut, I think it was Cricut Design Space, with a combination of somewhere. I want to say Creative Fabrica, I think. Either way, I went into one of those and downloaded a few designs to correspond with what these tools would therefore mean. And this is what I came up with. So each one of these will be for everything. This is all together. So that's what I am going to do now. I've already pre-weeded everything. Actually, I did this to make sure that everything would fit. So what I'm going to use my spray bottle with my alcohol. Actually, I only use the spray bottle just to when I'm cleaning my desk, my glass mat. That's why you see I have two different versions. So now that that's cleaned off, I'm going to, there's a thing right here that doesn't want to, I don't know, we might have to use this side. All right, let's do this again. All right. Wipe this off, and then we'll get to laying down a little vinyl. And again, I use yellow because everything is labeled with yellow, so I wanted to keep that cohesion, that's the word, right? Cohesiveness in our craft space. Now, for me, it doesn't really matter what order. Well, I wouldn't really be particular about the order everything is in, but I might make it so that the pencils are last. So let's see, the color pencils are going to be, I do it with my scissors, so I'll just use this ones. So let's undo the group like this and like this. So I know this is highlighters, and I know this is regular pencils, and this is going to be my color pencils because this is more like school pencils. It's going to be like that. That's probably going to go up here. Highlighters are probably just going to go next to that one. And my tools are probably going to go right here. And I think I left it just like that. And then we have empty spaces. Oh, wait, no. Oh, and this is markers. And I have markers there because I have some Posca pins of the sort that I'm probably going to put right here, especially like this. I have liquid chalk markers. It's probably going to go right here. And that's what I did that for. Certain markers will go right here. So that's why I have that one for. And so I'll have one blank space. So that's how this layout was for. In the event that something overflows from the other, then I can switchy swatch. And then, which will probably end up being the tools that way I can clean out, because some of my tools probably don't need to be in here. I think like one of these is broken, and the only reason I kept it was because I can still use the weeding portion that's in here. So something of that event. All right, so now I've already cut out a transfer tape piece that I can use for all of this, but let's trim some of this down to make it a little easier. All right. Okay, so now, like I said, this was actually the project that started it all, because it was really just bugging me to no end, that little corner piece. And I don't know if this video will be posted before or after my craft room tour. so you'll be able to see how everything's laid out. I'm cutting this straighter because it was just messing with my already crookedness. How I lay things out crooked, but you know, this is just for me to visually see where everything goes. Now this setup that I have right here, my previous setup, I've had it, oh, that just came right up. I've had it like this for years, since before my remodeling. So it hasn't bothered me until recently, but yes, it just suddenly just bothered me. Now, do I want it straight or crooked? And I usually, really, I guess you're telling me something, right? It's telling me it does not want to go straight, because 9 times out of 10, I don't put stuff straight anyway. So I guess that was a foretelling. Oh, isn't that pretty? No, you probably can't see that, but that should help. Oh, I love it. All right, so let's get this out of the way, and then we'll put the little tools. And I think with this one, I found a bunch of different tools on it, and I went in Design Space and just contoured it. And that's what, and I contoured a lot of these because they weren't exact as I wanted them. And you can just go into Design Space and just contour out what you don't want, and just print it out that way. And I just realigned it how I wanted it, because it wasn't exactly this way, in the event that you're interested in it. If you see it and you're like, that's not the exact image, it's because I took out what I didn't want and then redid it, moved it around till I found it, till I got it to where I wanted it. All right, so now I'll flip this over, and we have feet somewhere. Oh, right here. We have these rubber feet, and we are going to, this is just to help protect your desk. And you're just gonna put these in the little corners. Actually, let me see if I can just, stick them on like this. Just a hack if you have problems like me right now. Awesome sauce. There we go. All right, so color pencil. Is this the chalk pencil I was looking for? No, it's just a brush pen. All right. Oh, it's such a perfect fit. Okay, so let's see. And this really has no business being in here, but see how you just put stuff in there that doesn't belong. Actually, this might be able to fit in here and call it a day. I don't even know why I have so many highlighters. This is not a highlighter, but it is what it is. All right, so now let's see the tools. Sorry, all the ruffles, but you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to say. I think this might be my favorite of the projects. All right, so that's done. See what I mean? That's what this is for. All right, so we're done with this project. So let's go ahead and bring out all of the ones we've done today so you guys can take a look at everything all together. All right, rollers, here are all the projects that we did today. Here's my little tote bag with my Pearlex powders. In other words, for you guys would be more like mica powders. Here's all 34 of them actually, not 36. And then here are my little file receipt folders for my husband and my sister and actually myself as well. So you should try to give these a try for yourself if you find these at the DT. And as well as my little glass filler box as well that we did today's video. And then last but not least, my final star of this video, the reason why we got this going in the first place, my little organizer for my pens and tools. Like I said, thank you so much for joining me and sticking with me for this little adventurous last minute video. And this is my way of rounding out this month and this year that I really needed to get this stuff done and over with because it was just needed to get done. Now I'll hand all this off and put these things up where they need to go. I haven't decided where they're going yet, but I'm just glad that I was able to get this done. Now, per usual, thank you so much. And if you have not yet done so, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this content, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not. And like I always say, life is so much better in full color. Bye, everyone.